Greetings from Windy Gap in Weaverville, North Carolina. This is take 3 because this car alarm keeps going off behind me. But I think it's stopped by now. I have been here the last few days for the North Carolina Region Staff Conference, and it has just been so good for my soul to be with other Young Life staff and to be pointed back to Jesus. Even though we've had to social distance and wear masks in the club room, it has just been really good for my soul, and I'm so excited for ministry this fall. And I'm really excited to be back on here and with you. I know it's been a long time since I've shared anything on here, and I wanted to kind of explain that and also share the exciting news that we have been updating the Young Life Leader blog. We started it in 2010, and there are 1,600 articles on there, so it's taken a long time to move everything from the outdated Blogger platform onto WordPress and to make it easier to use for you and prettier to look at. And we've been working with a designer in Europe, and we were excited to share that with you, hopefully in a couple weeks right after Labor Day. I was hoping to do it sooner, but I've honestly just been moving a lot slower lately. Back in March, I had a pretty bad burnout. I started the Young Life Leader blog 10 years ago. I went on Young Life staff 20 years ago. I helped pastor a church in Greensboro, and it's just been a lot. And I just wasn't at a healthy place spiritually and mentally, emotionally, relationally. And I kind of threw my hands up in surrender back in March and asked Tank, my Young Life boss, and Alan, my church boss, if I could just take a break. And they were gracious and gave me some time off this spring. And the Lord worked in my life in an incredible way. And I'm not just saying that, y'all. It was like the most transformative thing that's ever happened to my heart. And did a lot of counseling and a lot of meeting with a spiritual director. And I can't wait to share more with you about it over the next few years. I want to share it slowly and wisely because it has been such a tender thing for me. But I am just so excited about Jesus and the reality of his love for me and his pursuit of me. And I just was made more aware of that. And, you know, that's what we're about in Young Life. We are about knowing Jesus and sharing that with kids. And I think, like, I just done it for so long that I had forgotten my first love. And, I think we hear that from a lot of people, and I just thought it would never happen to me, but it happened. And I'm not stupid enough to think that it couldn't happen again. And I want to remind you, and I want you to remind me of how deeply we are loved by Christ. And that's what we're about in Young Life. And so as we move forward with the Young Life Leader blog and on social media, we hope to not just give you resources to help share Jesus with kids, but we also just want to encourage you in your relationship with Jesus and remind you of that. So we probably will be moving a little slower because I don't want to burn out again. But we really would love to hear from you and let us know how we can come alongside you, how we can serve you, how we can partner with you in ministry. We do have some blog posts that are coming out here in the next month that will hopefully give some helpful practical tools for how we do ministry this fall and in a different COVID-19 world. But we also hope to just continue to point you to Jesus, because it is easy to get lost in the weeds of everything that's going on in our world. And there are important things going on in our world. But the most important thing is us knowing how beloved we are by Christ. And so we want to keep reminding you of that as well. You are loved. Go love kids, but first know how loved you are by Jesus. Amen.